Hi, I'm Jen. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. This particular guided healing journey, we're going to do something a little bit different. For those of us who feel called to join me, we're going to journey in back in time to when you were actually inside your mother's womb. Because for a lot of us, a lot of the people that I work with, we have actually experienced our first traumas and then formed our first beliefs about ourselves while we were in the womb. And the types of beliefs we form are things like being unwanted, not feeling safe, not being good enough, not being worthy. Those are the types of traumas I will often see when doing this kind of work. So we're going to journey back in time. We're going to take a peek to see how you felt when you were in the womb. Did you feel safe? Did you feel wanted? Was this what you were expecting when you came into this incarnation? We're also going to look at what was mum's energy like. Was mum feeling excited about your birth? Was she feeling supported? Was she feeling loved? Did she actually want to be pregnant? You're going to get a really good idea of these energies. And the purpose for doing this is really not, it's definitely not to expose your natural mother or what they were feeling or anything like that. It's really just to help you start to piece the pieces of the jigsaw together, because a lot of the stuff, whilst you might not be able to recall it consciously, you definitely will be able to recall it at a subconscious level, and it will be affecting every part of your life now. So with this, when we are going to do some light and high level healing, but we can go much, much deeper. If through this process you discover that, hang on a minute, I actually think I've got some really deep wounding here, my suggestion is that you and I get together in a private session and we can tailor it specifically to your needs, because for a lot of us, we experienced our first trauma, we went into shock and we left our body, our baby body, and went into the higher realms. And this is often the core cause for people who have always suffered with anxiety. Okay, so for that type of work, we're really going to need to work in a one-on-one situation because it's really quite intricate. But today, if you'd like to join me, we will just check in, as I said before, see how you were feeling when you were inside your mum's womb, see how your mum was feeling, and we'll bring in some beautiful, loving energy and some rainbow light as well, which will really, really make a real difference to you now. So what I will get you to do is just get yourself comfortable. Just putting some oils on my hands. I always like to have oils when I work like this. So yeah, just getting really comfortable. This will probably take about 20 minutes or so. And what I want you to do, first of all, because we're going back to this particular time, for some of you, you might find it a little bit tricky to connect with this at first. If you do find it a little bit tricky to connect with what I'm suggesting, I want you to imagine that you can. Because if you imagine that you can, once you've connected with that imagined version, it will bridge you straight into the reality, okay? So what I'm going to get you to do first is let's just call back all our energy from different times and different places, just calling all your light back to you now. And you might notice your energy returning to you, coming down and through your crown chakra, down past your third eye, and your throat, down through your chest, all the way down through your torso, down through your legs and down to your feet. And I want you to notice that energy all the way down to your feet. Good, good, excellent. And I want you to take a moment to just ask any energy to leave your energy field that is not yours. And just noticing a beautiful, clear energy field all around you. Good, because we collect other people's energy just like we leave our energy in different places as well. Cool. Okay, so I want you to just take a few deep and relaxing breaths. Nice, natural, relaxing breaths. Good. And I want you to turn your attention to your feet. And I want you to notice waves of relaxation traveling through your feet, down from your toes, all the way through your feet and towards your ankles. Good. Just allow that relaxation to travel up past your ankles, up through your legs now, heading all the way up towards your knees. Just soothing and relaxing. Good. Just allow that relaxation to travel up over your knees and start to flow all the way up through your upper legs, just soothing and relaxing all the muscles and the tendons. Good. So now you'll notice that relaxation as it starts to travel up towards your base chakra. Just allow that relaxation to flow through your base chakra and start traveling up through towards your sacral, just below your belly button. Good. Just allow that relaxation to travel up past your sacral now and your hips and start heading towards your solar plexus around your diaphragm area. Just soothing and relaxing. Good. Just notice now as that relaxation travels up over your chest, spreads all the way out towards your shoulders and starts to travel along your arms, past your elbows, towards your hands and all the way to your fingertips. And you might notice that it's a little bit easier to breathe now as you begin to relax a little bit further, a little bit deeper. And I want you to notice the relaxation now as it flows up through your neck, up past your jaw, and all the way up through to the top of your head. Good. Now I want you to notice that many meters above your head, there is a beautiful ball of swirling, shimmering light. This is your oversoul. And in your oversoul, you have access to lots of different threads to every other lifetime, including this lifetime that you have had. So you have access to all the wisdom, the insights, the information, the gifts, the guidance for this lifetime and any other. And I want you to notice a beautiful stream of shimmery light moving down from your oversoul, coming all the way down through the top of your head into your crown chakra, and past your crown, and then past your third eye, down past your throat, and it anchors into your heart. So this means that you have got access to any information you want for this lifetime or any other. Okay, you've got that resource connected to you now. So what I want you to do is I want you to cast your mind back. Cast your mind back all those years, all the way back to when you were inside your mother's tummy. And I want you just to take a moment to just imagine what it would have been like. Just imagine what it would have been like curled up inside your mom's tummy. It would have been a little bit like the sound of having your head underwater in the bath or in a pool. You can hear the noises outside, but they're still quite echoey. You'll notice as well that it's dark in there, but it's probably not quite as dark as we might first imagine. There's still a lot of light in there too. So you can see, you get a sense of the lightness around you. And there'll be the constant drumming of her heartbeat, that constant drumming in the background. Just listen for it now. Good. That constant drumming would have always been there from the moment you arrived. It's always been there. And I want you to notice, are you curled up really tightly? Is there much room to move? Or have you got a little bit more room to stretch your arms and legs? Just notice now, is there much room, or are you bundled up quite tightly? Good. And I want you to notice, what is the first thing you notice about being in your mum's tummy? How are you feeling? Good. How else are you feeling? What other feelings are you feeling? Safe? Are you feeling calm and peaceful? Are you feeling fearful? Are you feeling panicky? Just ask those questions now. How are you feeling? Good. And I want you to notice, what do you notice outside of you now? Just listen in. What noises can you hear around you? Can you hear voices talking? Can you feel arguing? What do you notice? Sorry, what can you feel or hear arguing? Good. Do you recognize the voices? Who are they? Do they sound calm and peaceful, or is there anger and arguments happening? Good. And I want you now to connect in with your mother's energy. How's your mother feeling at this time? What do you notice about her energy? Good. Does she feel supported? Does she feel calm and peaceful, or is she anxious? What else do you notice about her energy? Good. I want you to ask the baby version of you, what is it that they need at this time? Or is there any, actually, sorry, what is it that they want to say at this time? And just ask if there's anything that they want you to know or want to say. And just acknowledge what they've said and let them know that you're here to keep them safe and to love them. And do you want to connect in and also ask them if this is what they expected when they incarnated? Did they expect that it was going to be like this? And if this is different from what they thought it was going to be, ask them what it was they were expecting. Cool. Now, I want you to take a moment and ask them, what is it that they need from you at this time? Good. And just give that to them. If it's love, let them know that they're loved. If it's safety, let them know that you're here to keep them safe. Good. So what I want to do now is let's bring in, I want you to imagine, I'm going to give you now a quartz crystal which looks like glass. It's glowing blue and it also has rainbow radiating out of it. I'm going to give that to you now, and I want you to give that to baby. They can put it in their hands, or they can hold it, or you can pop it into their little heart. But I want you to give them this beautiful crystal now with the rainbow radiating out from it, And I want you to notice all that rainbow now just completely surrounding them. So they're completely surrounded in beautiful shimmering rainbow light. So with all the colours in there, they are going to get whatever they need from those colours. Good. And let's bring in some soft pink and some gold as well, shall we? So we'll bring in that unconditional love with that beautiful divinity, with that Christ conscious energy. So we'll bring in the pink first. So just imagine or see or feel that beautiful soft pink just mixing in with the rainbow colours. And now a few drops of gold. Good. I can see the rainbow just actually radiating out from baby's body, and they're completely immersed in it. So instead of being immersed in fluid, they're actually immersed in this beautiful, powerful, healing and loving energy. You've done really well. And I want you to notice, how does baby feel now that they've all been wrapped up? Good, good. They should be feeling a little more relaxed, a little bit more content, at peace. Well done. Okay, so we're not going to go deeper at this stage, okay, because that's very specialised and is best done in a one-on-one situation. But if there's any messages that you'd like to give this little tiny, beautiful, unborn version of you, I'd like you to give that message to them now. And you can even tell them, if you'd like, that you are their future self. And then just say the things that you'd like to say. Good. If you need more time, just take the time you need and come back to us. Righty-ho then. So why don't we, actually, before we disappear, if you're comfortable, why don't we wrap mum up in some soft pink and gold too, shall we? I think most mums carrying babies need the extra energy, no matter what their situation is. So let's just bring in some beautiful soft pink light all around your mother. Good. Let's bring in some gold as well. You can't go wrong with beautiful gold. It's such a powerful and divine energy to use. So you're all wrapped up in your rainbow and your soft pink and your gold, and mum is all wrapped up in soft pink and gold too. Good, well done. Okay then, so let us come back to this time and place. And I want you to notice the room that you're in, the position that your body's in. And I want you to bring all your energy back, and just notice it coming back into your body now. In fact, you might even notice the rainbow and the soft pink and gold glowing from your body, because you are that baby. You just happen to get bigger, that's all. I can see it all around my body now, and so I'm sure you can too. So I want you to just wriggle your fingers and your toes. It's just making sure energy is all the way back in. And on the count of 3, just opening your eyes, feeling refreshed, energized and awake. 1, feeling refreshed. 2, feeling energized. And 3, feeling awake. Hey, well done. Excellent work. So as I mentioned before, and you've experienced for yourself, like, you will be able to get a very, very clear idea of exactly how you felt in the womb. For most people that I deal with, their first wound occurred when they were in the womb, and it affects them for the rest of their lives. If this resonates with you, I suggest maybe getting in touch if you feel called to, and together we'll go back into the womb and we'll find out exactly what traumas you experienced, what beliefs you formed about yourself around not being good enough or not being worthy or being unwanted or in the way, and we will heal those wounds back when you were in the womb. Also, for people who suffer a lot of anxiety, and you've always suffered anxiety, you'll find that when you suffered your first trauma in the womb, you will have gone into shock. And when you go into shock, you actually leave your body, your energy leaves your body, and it sits up above mum's body. And we would need to do some healing work on that energy that is you, because you've effectively gone into flight. So fight, flight, freeze, okay? And what ends up happening when that happens to us is that from that moment onwards, whenever we encounter situations where we feel unsafe, not just physically unsafe, but even emotionally unsafe, we exit our body, and so we don't deal with conflict well. We avoid conflict like the plague. When we do get into conflict, we exit our body. We get very, very scattered and unfocused and very destabilized. When we heal that aspect of ourselves, we're able to bring you all the way back into your body and really, really ground you, which is what is needed to actually help you feel safe, solid, and secure, so that you don't have to exit your body anymore. And the result of that is a significant, if not complete, reduction and dissolving of anxiety. Okay, so it's a really powerful process. But in the meantime, though, I hope you enjoyed this little peek into what it was like when you were inside your mum's womb. If you want to know more, just feel free to drop me a note or drop me an email. In the meantime, I'm sending you so much love and blessings.